Hello, fellow humans. It is I, Mentor of ISIT, and I'm here doing another one of my reaction videos to the various mediums and channelers, tarot readers out there in my series that I'm calling Angel Quest. And today I am especially excited for this episode because I'm going to be reacting to a video by Seema, who's one of my very favorite channelers out there. I've been watching Seema since the beginning of this year when she popped into my YouTube stream, and I really like her style. She's got this, whimsical, funny, but very ethereal and very intelligent take on all of this. It's a great combo. I love her little cat ears, and I'm convinced that she is truly tapped in and receiving, true signals from positive spirits out there. So, or wherever she's getting her message, it always resonates very well with me. Now, what I especially like about Seema's messages is that, unlike a lot of others, every now and then she'll do these messages that just go, wow, this is for one person. You are so, and whatever. And, it's a singular description that she's describing. And whenever she does that, I think she's talking to me. She's describing my situation. Okay, so yeah, because the deal about my situation is, no, it's pretty singular. There's nobody else in this situation in the world. I can assure you of that. With the potential outcomes on the magnitude of scale that Seema is talking about, and some others are talking about. I can well imagine that most people who would hear that would go, "Yeah, well, that's not me, man." And I'm going, "Yeah, that's me." So I'm going to get into it. And so I really appreciate these videos because this gives me a chance to put the fine point on exactly what's going on here, who I am, what I'm about, and what's going on here. So let's get into it. Let's and Seema in this video goes rapid fire, so I'm going to need to react quickly on some of these points. So let's dive in.
Whatever you're doing, you're causing old foundations to crumble, okay? You're causing unsteady foundations to literally break. You could just be moving swiftly. I'm seeing someone flying.
Okay, so I got to start right off with that one. ISITAS, this project that I'm trying to share with the world out there, is an entirely new socioeconomic system that will eventually, ultimately supplant this current system that we have. And when I say this current system, I mean the one that's been developing for thousands of years based on money and control. Power and control, where there's a few elites that control all the resources, and all of the population are effectively their, for lack of a better word, slaves, right? Wage slaves, whatever you want to call it. But that is the system, right? And we're all getting more and more aware of that fact. ISITAS is a new system that is based on love and respect and compassion and, equity, right? Not equality, not everybody's the same, but fairness, right? And everybody winning, generosity, all of that good stuff. It's a new system, okay? So this new system that will evolve parallel to the existing system, or actually kind of grow out of the existing system, will not directly tear down the system, but actually it will, right? The rise of the new system will accelerate the collapse of the old system, right? So in that sense, I think she's right. That's what I'm about. Let me put it this way. The old civilization, the old system for the civilization that we have is in a state of decay and collapse. It is collapsing. What we're looking to do is a controlled demolition, right? To minimize the damage. It's coming down, let's control it, and let's phase into this new system in the process. Let's go on.
I'm seeing like a car, like a really fast car that just takes off in the air, okay? Like you could just be really
Well, I could say, wow, she's way off on that one, because the fact is, as we speak right now, I am not moving at all. I'm in isolation. Not a lot is happening overtly. But I think she could be talking about the very near future. When this thing takes off, it will fly. Okay. You're maybe familiar with the analogy of the bow and arrow, right? The further you pull back on the string of that bow and arrow, the further that arrow is going to fly. Well, I've been pulling back on the string for years and years and years, and it is poised to release. When it releases, yeah, it's going to fly very quickly.
the sun. You could just be really illuminating a lot of truth. This could be really uncomfortable for people around you, but it doesn't matter. You're doing it. You're the magician. Do you understand? You have a lot of strength, power, and manifestation ability. You are someone that shatters false perceptions, is what I'm getting. False perceptions of reality, false perceptions of truth. You are a truth bearer, a truth keeper, a truth seeker, and you devour lies.
Yes, exactly. Well, now she made a few points there. The one about me being a master manifester. In truth, I can't claim that I have been a master manifester all throughout my life. But again, I think she may be talking about the very near future. It's the sort of thing where the time has come and all of that latent potential energy is about to be released, at which point the manifestation will begin in earnest. The main thing that I wanted to respond to in her point there is about being a truth seeker, dispelling all of the untruths, right? And that is spot on. That's what the ISIT construct is. That's what ISITism is all about. The ISITAS project is all about clearing away confusion and helping people to gain clarity and awareness, right? And to understand the truth. Because the fact of the matter is, our world right now today is most people are very confused, and that's where the problems lie. So much confusion, and ISITAS is all about clearing away that confusion.
That's what I'm getting. Because you are luck personified, you could really be a chosen one of the divine, a chosen one of God. I'm getting that you have a divine mission here. You are someone that is of the likes of Christ or Yeshua. I'm getting Mary Magdalene and just really high performers spiritually. That's what I'm getting. So you are here to birth new worlds upon this world. Okay, never forget who you are. That's what I'm getting. And
yeah, so wow, I got to respond to that, right? Because this is what I was saying in this video. She's not pulling any punches. She's saying you are the likes of Christ, Mary Magdalene, ascended high performers, high spiritual performers, right, at that level. So that's a big thing to claim, right? And how many people can say, yeah, no, she's talking about me. I'm going to change the whole world, right? Global scale. This cannot be a message for very many people, just by the nature of the message. And so what I'm here to say is, I am not claiming to be, Christ incarnate or anything like that. What I am saying is, yes, I am on a divine mission, and I've known that kind of my whole life, and I kept that to myself. I kept that under lock and key for a long, long time, and it's been sort of a gradual process of coming to accept that myself and to be able to actually say that out loud. And the only reason I'm doing that right now is because I'm doing this anonymously. No one who knows me is privy to these videos or this entire project, right? Because she'd mentioned something earlier about, making people uncomfortable. I've become very aware of that my project does make people uncomfortable who know me, right? It's like, yeah, no, we don't change the world. We're regular folk. We're salt of the earth, and we don't change the world. We're hobbits, right? I grew up a hobbit. And, but right now I'm recognizing that even hobbits can change the world, right? And that's what I am about.
This could have come with a lot of pain, especially early on in your life, because you were different and your vibration was of purity and of innocence. And so this could have attracted narcissists. This could have attracted like people that were just mean and wanted to take your life for themselves because they saw you as a source, as a resource, as an energetic source here. Okay? Especially with this magician, like, people knew. And they don't have to know consciously, but it's an imprint. It's a soul. It's an energetic blueprint that is within the soul that you have, that is palpable to like energy vampires or like people that just don't have that light. You have it. Literally, you are the sun.
Well, she sure got that one right. Yeah, my childhood was not so bad. I definitely had some pain in childhood, mostly physical, but as an adult, I have been beset by vampires, right? People who recognize whatever, my energy, and she just put it exactly right. Tried to make their life my own, took my life. And I've had that repeatedly. And that's why I'm where I am right now, right? I'm 63 years old and invisible. And the large part of that is because these vampires in my life came and just sucked every resource, everything away from me, anything that I could do to put myself in a more powerful position. They stole it. They just viciously stole it all away from me. Great stories I have to tell. But look, and here's an important lesson for everyone. What I've done in life is for lack of a better word, I've rationalized that or accepted that and said it was meant to be that way. Because I had the drive, I had the vision, I was trying to change the world my entire life. But I'm realizing now that the circumstances weren't right for that. I'm talking about the global, civilization-wide circumstances it wasn't time for that. Now I'm convinced the time is fast approaching when this is all gonna go down. So the time has arrived, and I am arriving myself in a position to do something about it. But anyway, what I'm saying is the fact that all these vampires, sucked my energy, all the hardships that I've had to suffer were for a reason, right? And it'll be worth it, right? And I am fully accepting that, right? I am grateful for those hardships, and I'm grateful for all the hurdles that slowed me down so that I could arrive at this very point in time.
Whatever you're doing, you could be like really just doing whatever your heart desires, but this is not in a way that is destructive in the wrong way. This is destructive in the right way. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a strong sense of justice and like bringing light to uncomfortable situations, or like speaking the truth, speaking your truth, which could make other people uncomfortable, but it's fine. You're doing it. You've been given the go ahead by God to like go ahead and speak your truth, do what you want to do. Um, there was also something else about like, yeah, you like destroying like infrastructure that like doesn't belong anymore.
Right? That's just what I was saying before. Destroying infrastructure that doesn't belong anymore. That's what ISITAS is.
This could even be just you speaking out about things that you believe in. Like you may have really unorthodox beliefs. I'm getting welcome, like same, you know, but this is like, oh, you know what I'm getting? Alchemy. You could have really taken your pain and put it towards purpose, or you don't understand what you've done. Oh my God. You don't have any more pain.
Alchemy. Yes, spiritual alchemy. I am all about that. And that's what I was referring to too. I consciously decided at a certain point, not a certain point, I take that back. It gradually happened over time where I came to accept and appreciate my hardships. And this is a lesson I have told my daughters over and over and over again. Every hardship is a part of the story. The story is the valuable thing, right? And when we finally succeed and we make it, all those hardships that we had to endure to get there make the story that much better, right? That's alchemy when you can look at it that way. It's all for the good, and I'm taking that pain and using that to distill. There was a word I was looking, refine my spirit, right? That consciously, I've been doing that consciously for many years.
It's almost as if you're not the same person that you were when you got here, but like obviously yes, but like other people may not understand the level of like transformation that you've done on yourself. This is like inner transformation, like many times over. Like you could have been an adult when you were a child. You could have been an adult when you were a child. You came here already like awakened, or you came here already knowing the sacred knowledge of unconditional love, knowing the sacred knowledge of what it means to be heart-centered, knowing how to connect to God, knowing that God sits within your heart. You could be like a sage, same in a way, but you could be like a saint or a sage, or you could even be an ancestor. This is like a really deep reading. Like I did not come prepared like for this depth, like for this amount of depth, because what I'm getting is like you work through time, like you work above time. You could be an ancestor that, okay, you could be a medium. Some of you are mediums.
Okay, so I'll just respond to a few things there. So I'm not a medium, not at all. I do not get transmissions, downloads, or anything like that. I've never had like a super profound spiritual, experience like that. I've had just, very minor brushes with angelic senses here and there. But what you said before, I sort of feel like I've been the same my whole life as a child to now, where no, I don't need downloads. I don't need channels. I'm just sort of like imbued in that sense, you know? Yes, that that love is that is the key to everything, and being generous and caring and about other people. If everyone would just do that, we'd all be fine, that kind of thing. And I'm happy to do my part about that. I've always felt that way, right? So there's nothing revelatory about that at all for me. I haven't changed. I've evolved over time, simply in that I have Over many years, I had to assume and take on the trappings, right, and the cloak of a normal person operating in this system that we're part of, right? And I had to behave along those lines. And over the last few years, I have been consciously saying, yeah, no, I'm not going to behave that anymore. I'm who I am, and I'm on a mission. And I will gladly sacrifice whatever I need to sacrifice to accomplish that mission, because what I'm sacrificing is trivial compared to what I'm trying to gain, not just for myself, but for everyone. Okay, so that's where I'm coming from. What else did she say? Anyway, let's carry on.
Is like you with your voice, with your music, with your energy, with you set spirits free, or like you free the souls of people who were trapped in illusions or delusions of who they are.
Right, that's the purpose of ISITAS, the ISIT construct, all of it, right? But and the ISIT game, right? The whole project is basically saying, come on in, folks, find your enlightenment here. And as people go through the ISIT game, it's just, it's gonna enlighten them. That's the whole point of it. So let's carry on.
Okay, like false ideologies of the self, false ideologies of feeling trapped, or like, no, you come in and like with your example, you show what's possible. Okay, you show people that no, you can do it. Like, it's something also here about your voice, your music, your energy, your steps, your footsteps, your footprints. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to expand on that point a little bit, because yes, that's what, again, what the ISIT game is. It's come on in, and we're gonna, because everybody's programmed. We've all been programmed to function within this system, and I am acutely aware of it now, having become more aware of it now, focusing, and I see it everywhere. I watch people's behaviors and the words they say, and it's so palpable to me, this brainwashing that everyone is like locked in and into a world of confusion, into a shitty system that they don't even realize how shitty it is, but they're clinging to it with every ounce of strength. And I want to help clear things up for those folks.
You could be leaving a legacy here slowly, I'm getting, with your footprints. You could have traveled a lot, even mentally, even within the inner realms here, okay? Oh my god, I need a drink or something. But you've done a lot of work, a lot of inner work here with this Eight of Pentacles here. But this is important. This is Dhanishta Nakshatra, which is the beat of the drum. This is Capricorn, who Capricorns are like the perfection of the earth signs. They're like really, really hardworking. You could have really gone to the ends of the earth, metaphorically speaking, within yourself in order to burn karma or heal yourself. You're a really hard worker. You connect to the higher dimensions, and you also allow them to do things for you. You know the power of submission here. You know the power of surrender. But with this here, you are a guide, a shaman. There we go. That's what I was feeling. Shamanistic energy. You are a shaman, priest, okay, or priestess. You could also not show how anointed you are. I'm hearing touch not my anointed. Like, you've been saved and protected so many times from like just the craziness of this world. Like, you don't even, wow, my card lit up when I said that, and it didn't show the image. I can't replicate it, but like that, right? So yeah, you've been protected, shielded, even invisible, okay, at certain times of your life, in order to like not be seen by the wrong energies, I guess. This is like more so energetic.
Just a couple words on that. Yes, I feel like I've been sort of isolated. I have been invisible pretty much my whole life. And that invisibility has kind of just sheltered me a little bit. I mean, it's been a tough life, right? But I mean, it could have been a lot more intense. Somehow, things always have worked out. I've been living right on the edge of existence my entire life, right on the edge of surviving, right? And something always comes through, always comes through. Never a great big windfall, just enough to keep going, just enough to keep going. It's really been interesting. I've noticed that pattern, but I do believe, as all these mediums are saying, is the dam is about to break, and pretty soon it's not going to be, it's no longer going to be, no, you only get just enough to survive. It's going to be, all right, you survived this long, let's go, here you go, boom, everything you need. Let's see if it works out that way.
But yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles, like, you're a really hard worker, especially energetically. Any idea you have within yourself, you have to take action on it, plant the seed, because it's a direct instruction from God. This is direct instructions from God that is like being presented to you right here. Like, take action on your ideas, write them down, write down what you want, because you can manifest it. You have the power, you hold it. Do you understand? You wield the power to manifest your desires. Write it down and watch it become true.
So yeah, absolutely. Hard worker. Yes, I am well known, with family and friends, just being an extremely hard worker. In fact, some people would say I'm obsessive, right? I'm just like determined, obsessed, compelled to take my ideas and create them into reality. A mission, right? Now, all throughout my life, that was framed as entrepreneurship. I'm going to be a big entrepreneur. I'm going to create all these great, big, huge businesses to change the world. It wasn't of a spiritual nature. I want to be a priest and change the world through my, priestliness or anything like that. It's only been in the last few years where I've said, what this is really all about is this project. And am dedicating myself to these more elevated matters, as opposed to just making a buck through entrepreneurship.
With the lovers here, oh my god, and the world, this is crazy. Okay, so you are your own lover. Do you understand? You are your own divine counterpart, at least for now. Stay in this energy, stay in an energy of revolving your own energy, like, within yourself, and watch how God aligns people to further your mission and further your your mission.
Yep, I own that as well. I long time ago, when I was like in my early 20s, I got hypnotized, and the woman who hypnotized me said, you're a very interesting type. You're a bilateral man. I said, what's that? You've got a very, sort of equal distribution of your male and female sides, and you're comfortable with both sides of that spectrum. And in truth, I'm fine by myself. I don't need another person to complete me. I'm good with myself, and I like the way she described it. I'm just keeping that energy cycling within myself. Why? No, not to entertain myself, not to, or whatever. It's to keep that energy humming along, and so that when it's time to engage, off we go. Okay.
This energy is really crazy, like really, 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 like, you have to know that it's you and no one outside of you. Okay.
So I claim it, right? Yes, I know she's talking about me right now. I claim it. I know it. And if you don't get it, if you think, oh, this guy's full of shit, then that's fine, right? Off you go. I don't mind. I'm pretty sure that someone out there is going to see this and go, at least this guy's worth paying some attention to anyway.
With the World card, that's a yes, and that's also finality. Boom. You win cosmically. Like, your mission will be seen from all planetary bodies and systems. and it will be fulfilled. You will go through the end. You will go to the end. You will make it happen. You will manifest healing for yourself on a massive scale for yourself and for others. You will manifest everything that comes with it, including empires, material wealth, grace, happiness, happy family, inclusivity, a new world upon this world. You are here to build a new world upon this world. I'm so honored to have done this reading for you. Thank you for watching. Claim it. I love you very much. Talk to you soon. Peace.
Love her. Yes, I claim it for sure. And I am going to take it to that next level now, because she's talking about interplanetary, right? Changing not just this world, but the universe kind of thing, right? Ridiculous. Who in their right mind, right, is going to claim that? But let me address that logically. The world, our world, stands at a crossroads right now as we speak. We go one of two directions, and there's a lot of people that are saying this isn't just me, right? I'm actually parroting a lot of other deep thinkers who are saying this, and really in the context of artificial intelligence. We can either go down this dystopia path, where the powers that be seize all the control, own all of the AI, and effectively, what happens to humans at that point? Robots can do everything that needs to be done, robots and AI. And what is the point? And we're, for us, that is a dystopian future that will devolve into destruction. There's no end game there, or there is an end game, and it's not pretty. The other path is utopia, man. We master artificial intelligence and robotics. And with all of that power, we're able to solve every problem that there is to do, to solve. And that's the point at which humanity shifts into a higher gear and becomes a utopian civilization within a few years with AI, and eventually artificial super intelligence working collaboratively with the entire human species who has been elevated in their awareness, working together. That's when we are gonna solve the problems of, interstellar space flight and the rest. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, this is the pivotal point. And ISITAS is the pivotal movement. ISITAS is the one that's going to usher in, that's going to harness the power of AI instead of, succumbing to it, and is going to elevate the awareness of the human population so that they're capable of transitioning to the next phase, right? So in a logical sense, I look at this and go, yeah, no, I mean, if it rolls out that way, then yes, that's the scale. That is the scale. Logic dictates it. So what am I supposed to do with that? I own it. So be it. Somebody's got to do it. Why not me? Anyway, all you got to do is just go check out ISITAS and check out the ISIT construct and read a few of the things that I've written and see for yourself if I sound like I'm crazy or if I might actually be onto something here. You have totally lost my light. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use this, but if I do, thank you, Seema. I appreciate you. I love your videos. I'll make more reaction videos to you, I'm sure. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. And keep going, because I love what you do.